Greetings, fellow watchers. In this video, I will be rating every Discord emoji based on aesthetics and how well they convey the emotion, basically, which they're supposed to convey. So, let's start with emoji number one, grinning. Uh, it's quite simple, normal eyes, very nice smile. I say this is solid A tier. Solid A tier, it conveys your happiness pretty well. Next emoji is the smiley. It's a bit worse. The mouth is the same, but eyes are weirdly elongated. I don't see a reason why I would ever use this one instead of the grinning emoji. I would simply put this in C. It's not that bad, but the eyes really make it simply worse. It's redundant, quite redundant. But on aesthetics alone, I guess it would be B. Next emoji is the smile, simple smile. It's quite nice. Cute eyes, still the same mouth. That's a really good looking mouth. I say it's on the same level as grinning. Pretty cute, situational, and good looking. Next is grin. A bit worse of a mouth. Eyes are also worse. This must be C tier. C tier. I cannot put it any higher. The mouth is weird. Uh, the eyes are simple half circles. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Next on the chopping block is laughing, laughing, satisfied. Hmm. Uh, we're back to the good mouth again, and the eyes are a bit worse than in the A tier. I put this one in B tier. Next is sweat smile. Uh, again, same as the one in the A tier, same eye, same mouth, but with added sweat drop. Next emoji is joy. This one is quite bad, I have to say, pretty bad. There's a reason this is used in memes. It's just such bad design. The big tears of joy block a lot of the emoji, and his eyebrows are just really disturbing. I put this one in D tier. It's just bad. Next one is Ruffle, rolling on the floor laughing. This one has similar problems as Joy, but his mouth is better and his eye drop positionings are also better. Him being tilted also has more character, and he doesn't have the weird eyebrows, so I put him in C. His mouth is kinda a bit too big for me to put him in a higher tier, but yeah, he definitely can make it into the C tier. Now we get to relaxed. Um, yeah, this one isn't bad. Uh, Not sure how relaxed it actually looks. The blush is good. The eyes are fine, I guess. But the mouth makes it a bit weird. I would place it in B if it had a better mouth, but I have to place it in C. Next is blush. Pardon me. Blush is Blush looks kind of disturbing again. The eyes are not as good. They're like elongated half circles instead of having an interesting shape. The mouth is is really long, kind of creepy. You know, you would see this emoji in like a horror movie or something. This must go into the D tier. Next is the innocent emoji. Uh, Looks good. The smile is kind of fine, I guess. Nothing special. Uh, Eyes again, just half circles. The halo is nice. The halo looks good. But other than that, it's nothing special. I have to put this into the C tier. Next on, we have the classic smile, you know, which you can type. This is like the basic keyboard text emoji, the most basic of basic emojis. Uh, Simple design, mouth looks good, eyes are good. I put this in a A tier. It's a classic. It's simply a classic. Next on, the reverse smiley, upside down face. This is also classic. Also goes into the A tier. Next on, the winking emoji. This guy has a really nice mouth. Uh, as you notice, it is the same mouth as relaxed has, but it just works way better with this face. The wink is really good looking. The eyebrows are nice. It really conveys the essence of a wink. This is straight up A tier. Next on, relieved. Same situation as with winking. It's a good mouth, good eyes, good eyebrows. Solid A tier. Next, smiling face with tear. I don't know about this one. It's basically the same as a normal smiling face, but with a tear. But I don't know. The face just looks way stiffer than this one. Uh, Looks completely lifeless. I have to put this in a C tier. It's not disturbing, but it's nothing special. Next, classic heart eyes. Um, Hearts look fine. Mouth looks okay, I guess. It's not A tier, but it's good enough to get into B tier. It transmits your emotions quite well. Next, smiling face with three hearts. Uh, yeah, this looks pretty good. The hearts are nicely shaped. Uh, Eyes are just half circles, you know, but it fits well with the hearts. Same with the mouth. I put it in A tier. It conveys your emotion of love pretty well. Next, we have mm, kissing heart. This one, huh? When you look at the face, it is the same basically as the winking one. The only thing which changes is the mouth and the added heart. The mouth looks kind of weird, you know, it's blowing a kiss. That was never going to look well in a 2D image. But yeah, I don't know about this one. This is definitely, it's not A, probably not B, gonna put it in a C tier. Then we have simply kissing. That's the same situation as kissing with heart. Uh, Yeah, I'm gonna put all of these into the same tier. They're kind of the same. The mouth makes it kind of weird. Next one is Yum. This one is interesting. Really big mouth, uh, squinted eyes, uh, big tongue. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one looks kind of disturbing. The mouth is a bit too big, but I guess you would want that with this emoji, cause you know it's telling people something tastes good. Uh, yeah, I don't know about this design. This is definitely C. It's not good, man. The mouth is too long, too thin. Same with the eyes. Kind of weird. Next on, we have a stuck out tongue. This is a solid emoji. Really, you can really feel the playful nature in it. The tongue looks the tongue looks good. The mouth looks good. Nice big. Eyes are also nice, circular. Yeah, this is solid A tier. Next on we have stuck out tongue, but with closed eyes or whatever. This is kind of worse. I like the playful nature of the first one more. This one looks more like it's making fun of you or something. I don't like it as much. The eyes just make it worse. Next on we have stuck out tongue with winking eye. Yeah, the human eye is kind of weird. You should not have human eyes in your emojis. Look at this one. This one has a nice black eye. Why couldn't you use that in this design? Yeah, this is pulling it way down to C tier. Next on, we have the zany face. Yeah, it is disturbing, weird. I guess you would want that with a zany face, but yeah, it doesn't look good. I'm gonna put this in a. It's even worse than this D tier, so I'm gonna put it in a first E tier. It's the first E tier. Next on, we have face with raised eyebrow. Uh, it's fine, I guess. It's nothing special. The eyebrows look weird. They're kind of weirdly shaped. One is bigger than the other. Like it's a thicker line. The mouth looks good. The eyes look good, but the eyebrows are just pulling it way down. If it had better eyebrows, like this one maybe, it would be B tier, maybe even A tier, but it's just C. Next on, we have face with a monocle. Uh, it's fine, I guess. You know, it's another raised eyebrow emoji. We already had one here. Personally, I would have enjoyed more of a snob look on this one. You know, it's a monocle guy. He should be like, I am better than you. But it is basically just another, questioning emoji. Nothing special. Uh, Design-wise, monocle looks fine, I guess. Eyebrow is all right, although not one of the best eyebrows I've ever seen. Mouth is fine, I guess. This is nothing special, but guess if you wanna showcase your confusion or whatever, it can get the job done. B tier. Next on, we have the classic nerd emoji. Um, Meme-wise, really high meme tier. You know, this is like A, maybe even S meme tier. But we're not doing meme tiers, we're doing design tiers. Nerd-wise, the nerd essence, it has the big teeth, big, big glasses, everything a classic nerd has. Uh, yeah. Aesthetically wise, I wouldn't put it up as a wallpaper above my bedroom, but as an emoji, it does what it does and it does it well. A tier. Cool glasses, black glasses emoji. This is a classic, You post up your emoji where an image where you caught a big fish, and then you uh, put this guy after that image. Man, you're gonna be the coolest guy in the room. The solid A tier. It does what it needs to be done. The mouth is long, but it's supposed to be long in this guy. It goes showcase just how cool you are. Smug face. The really is the smuggest face there is. The glasses also look cool. Definitely solid A tier. Next, Starstruck. Um, the stars look more like those sea goldfish, the sea fish, the sea penta starfish. Yeah, the stars in this guy's eyes look like more like sea starfish than actual stars because of their orange color. I would have changed their color because this looks yeah, it doesn't look good. The mouth is fine, I guess, but yeah, the stars being orange color definitely is pulling this emoji down to C tier. Next we have another classic, parting face. Uh, this guy has a lot of things going on. There are confetti. He's got cheeks, eyes, a cap, and this party vessel. Mm, Emotion-wise, when guys start posting this, you definitely know what's up. Somebody sends a birthday message and plops down a few of these guys. You know what's going on. Design-wise, eyes are good. The party hat is fine. You have to fit it into the square. Confetti are fine. It's all right. It does have a lot of things going on. It's a bit chaotic. The cheeks are kind of weird always on these emojis. It's not A tier, but I'm gonna pull it into B tier. It's a solid party emoji. Next on, we have a smirk. It looks good. It's a solid smirk emoji. When you plop this guy down, everyone knows, you're smirking. The eyes are good. The eyebrows are fine. The mouth is good. Solid A tier. Next we have unamused. Uh, yeah, just like this emoji is unamused about something, so am I unamused about this emoji. Uh, yeah, I guess it looks more like he's sussing someone out than actually like he's not amused. But I guess I can see how it is. You would make this face when you're not amused. I guess it does what it is doing well enough, but I would not use this emoji. Uh, Not A tier, but I guess it does have situational uses for someone. So I'm gonna put it in a B tier. Next on, we have disappointed. Uh, Not sure if this face covers the emotion of being disappointed. I'm really not seeing it, guys. Not seeing it, guys. But the design wise, it does look good. He's sad, he's depressed. Uh, it isn't, you know, doing the unamused thing well, but it is a good looking emoji. The design is good. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Don't use it for don't use it for disappointment, but you can use it for other emotions. That's why it is so high. Next on, we have pensive. Ah, pensive, I guess it means something like shy or something, not sure. Definitely a solid design though. The eyebrows are arching really nicely. The eyes are looking down. Normal straight mouth. This is a solid A tier emoji. Uh, yeah, definitely use this if you're, pensive about something or ashamed or just, you know what that means. We are humans, we know emotions. Next on, we have worried. Mm, Definitely looks worried, looks sad. Mouth is good, eyes are good. Eyebrows kind of weird, but they definitely convey the sadness. But it does look kind of awkward to me. Can't really pinpoint why, so it gets B tier. Next on, we get confused. This is a solid emoji. Really solid. Never used it myself, hoping to get a chance to use it. But yeah, look at his eyes. He has an empty stare. His mouth is asymmetrical. Really nice curve. This is simply the one of the best designs I've ever seen. It's really like, what are you doing? It really conveys the like, what the hell is this guy doing emotion. It's like, I have no idea what's going on. Solid S tier. This is the peak of smiley design. Its simplicity is simply astounding. Next on, we have the frowning face, slightly frowning face. Not sure about this one, honestly. It's, I guess it's fine. Let's look at its counterpart. Yeah, it's a classic. It's another one of the classic emojis. It gets the A tier by default. Now, we have a frowning face too, slightly more frowning face. Uh, Yeah, the longer mouth makes it worse than the original one, and it does basically the same emotion, so it gets tiered down to B tier. Next we have Persevere. Persevere. The persevere emoji. This one looks really abominable. The eyes are weird. The mouth is weird. The eyebrows are weird. It's going down to E tier. It's kinda maybe even F tier. It's that bad. It is that bad. I would never want to see this emoji on Discord. Not under my post, at least. Next on, we have Confounded. Mm, looks kind of similar to this one, but the eyebrows are better, and the mouth positioning and, well, at least the mouth shape makes it way better. Gonna bump it up to C tier probably. Not sure when you would use this one, but the design is not that bad. Kind of like it, you know. This is definitely a controversial pick, but I'm gonna put it into C tier. Next on, we have Tired Face. This one is really disturbing again. It's the face, it's the eyes, it's the eyebrows. Basically same face as the before. F tier. F tier. Next we have a Wary. This is another meme emoji. You know where you use it. You know where you use it. Yeah, it's kind of the mouth. It's good. The eyebrows are good. The eyes. The eyebrows are kind of weird, but it conveys the emotion you want it to convey. Solid meme tier. Solid A tier. Next we have Pleading Face. You know, guys, how I feel about using real eyes in your emojis. It has no place. The face, I mean the mouth looks good. The eyes, I don't know. I feel like you could achieve the same effect with simply using a white dot on a slightly bigger black eye. Uh, but it doesn't. When you actually use it in Discord, the human eyes aren't actually that bad. Uh, I am actually thinking of putting it in A tier or maybe B tier. Uh, well, when you post this one, you're like pleading, right, for something, and it conveys the emotion really well. Yeah, this is definitely A tier in use. Next on, we have Cry, the Cry emoji. This one is really nice. The tear looks good. The mouth is nice, thick, small. Eyes and eyebrows, really nice. Definitely conveys the crying. Solid A tier. We have Crying as the next one. Uh, Same deal as before. Mouth looks good, you know. Eyebrows and eyes, nice. Crying streams, good looking. Solid A tier. Excuse me. Next we have Triumph. Hmm, it definitely does convey some emotion. Not sure about triumph. More like I'm mad about something. I'm angry about something. Uh, the mouth is kind of big, but you can see what shape it's doing, what emotion it's conveying. The eyebrows are fine, I guess. The eyes are also fine. The steam clouds are all right. It's definitely not A tier, but it's probably B tier, low B tier. Next, we have face exhaling. Uh, Definitely conveys the emotion of calmness, breathing out after a stress. I have not used this one, nor have I seen it being used, but I can definitely see it has some uses. Um, I just feel like maybe the eyebrows aren't perfect, and the emotion it conveys is maybe too general or too specific to be really used a lot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's Well, it's not A tier, definitely not A tier. I'm gonna put it in B tier. There, it's just lacking something to put it into a higher tier. Next on, we have the angry face, normal angry face. Hmm, You definitely know when somebody's angry. It conveys the anger. But when you compare it to the Anger 2 Electric Boogaloo, it just has the something extra. The something extra being the red color. The red color just adds so much emotion to the emoji that I'm going to have to. I would put it in A tier, but because I know a better version exists, I'm gonna have to bump it into B tier. And this other one goes straight up into A. Next we have face with symbols over mouth. This guy, mm, definitely like, you're angry, cursing. Uh, Not sure why you would ever use this one over the normal rage, angry emoji, this other one. Personally, it does convey the fact that it is cursing quite well, but I just don't like the design. I'm gonna have to pull it down into B tier. Next we have exploding head. Exploding head, yeah, it's all right, I guess. It's not best. It's not the best. No, you have an explosion inside someone's head. The face of surprise is good looking. Looks good. The mouth is good. The eyes are good. Uh, Not really sure how I feel about the top part though. The shape of his head is kind of weird. I guess it's supposed to have like a 3D effect. Like the explosion is coming from inside of his head, and he's like, I don't know, I don't like it. I'm gonna pull it down into C tier. It does convey its emotion, but the explosion part looks kind of weird. It looks more like a cloud with fire under it than a real explosion. It could be more dynamic. Next one, we have the classic flashed emoji. This is definitely a staple used everywhere over Discord. It does have human eyes, but in this case, um, I think I can forgive it because it just fits so well with the rest of the design. It has a cute blush. The eyes are like, damn, like, whoa, something is happening. The surprise, fear, shame. It has all this emotion and it combines them into a good package. Solid A tier. Next we have uh, face in clouds. This is I've never seen this one used, honestly. Don't know where you would use it, when or why. Uh, I I guess it's fine. The clouds are nice looking, I guess. Eyes are classic eyes. Uh, there's not much to judge about this one, honestly. It's not really supposed to convey an emotion, but the design is solid. The clouds are good. I guess if you want to use it, it's fine, but there's nothing special about this one. I'm gonna put it into B tier. It does what it needs to do, and it does it well enough. Next we have hot face. Uh, this is one of those two temperature emojis. Hmm. There's a lot of things going on with this one. Sweat, eyes, mouth open with tongue, to show that he's cooling off. It's so hot. Not sure how I feel about the tongue. Let's compare it with this one. The tongue on this emoji is like better, way better than on this one. This one is pinkish. I guess if it was red, it would be the same color as his skin, which would be kind of weird. I guess it's a fine design choice, to add contrast. It is nothing special, but it does convey what it needs to convey. But I don't know, I kind of don't like it. It's kind of weird. Gonna put it into C tier. Next on, we have the freezing emoji, the cold face emoji. Uh, this one it has the teeth, like, oh, I'm so cold. Eyebrows, eyes, tentacles, or whatever you call these icicles, yeah, icicles. Uh, It's better than the hot face one, just because it doesn't have the tongue, you know. This one is kind of disturbing. This one is all right, I guess. So I'm gonna put it in low B tier. Next, we have my personal favorite, the scream emoji, inspired obviously by the screaming painting from Van Gogh, I think. I think it was Van Gogh. This one is a classic. The open eyes, the ghostly white eyes, the open mouth, the cute arms on his cheeks, and the bluish, scarish, you know, his face is going blue with fear. This is simple yet amazing in emotion conveying emoji, which does what it does. That's what it do. You know, it conveys fear really well, excellently. This is an excellent piece of design. This is an amazing emoji, solid S tier. Next we have fearful. Uh, fearful, more like slightly disturbed. Am I right, guys? It does use the same whitish hue on his head, but this one is less whitish, more bluish, darker. Looks kind of weird, more like he's wearing a swimming cap. Am I right, guys? Otherwise, he looks kind of sad, not really fearful. You know, it's like doesn't look good, isn't anything amazing. Like it's not hideous like these guys. I'm not gonna kill myself when somebody posts this, but it's nothing special. C tier. Next we have cold sweat. Cold sweat. Um, it's basically the same thing, I think. Different eyebrows and an edit tier as the previous emoji. Uh, it definitely looks sadder, but it doesn't look like it's scared. It doesn't have anything to do with fear. Not like the classic scream emoji. Simple C tier, nothing special. Next we have disappointment, disappointed, relieved. Man, like who is naming these emojis? I would never guess this is disappointed, actually. Uh, more like he's sad and crying. If you use it for that, it looks good. Um, eyebrows are fine. Eyes and mouth, you know, that's a classic. Basically, it's the same emoji as this one, right? Just with an edit tier, so it's B tier. Next we have sweat. Simple sweat emoji. It's alright, it's alright. You know, simple design. This is the classic anime. I am worried about something. A solid B tier, solid B tier. High B tier, I would say. Low A maybe. Next we have the series of arm emojis. First one, hugging. Hugging face. Okay, definitely would not guess that this is hugging, but all right. Um, the face looks definitely happy. Um, not sure about the arms. You know, it definitely doesn't convey that it's hugging somebody. Mm, uh, yeah, it's kind of a bad design. This is going into D tier. Like I would never guess what that's even supposed to be. Next on we have thinking face. This is way better than the previous one. The the hand is way simpler and way readable. It's obvious, you know, what somebody means when he posts this emoji. Solid A tier. Next, hand on mouth face, face with hand over mouth. Yeah, like what is this supposed to be? Like, is this one of the anime ara ara moments? You know, it's like ara ara, oh whoa. Like not sure really when you would ever use this. The hand is all right, I guess. You know, it's like, oh, I think I know what to mean. This is supposed to represent. It's like he's holding in a laugh. Well, if you use it for that purpose, it's a solid emoji. You know, wouldn't use it myself. But if you're like hiding your laugh, you know, when you're in a situation where you want to show people you're laughing or holding in a laugh, this is a solid emoji for that purpose. I would put it in low A tier because I don't like hands, but it's definitely good. It's a good design. Next we have yawning, big mouth, eyes squeezed, mouth in front of mouth, hand in front of mouth, solid A tier. Next we have the remain silent, psht emoji. Uh, don't tell anyone about what I told you here now, right now. Definitely conveys what it's supposed to convey. Mm, yeah, this is a good design, A tier. Next we have the Pinocchio, Pinocchio lying emoji. Not sure how I feel about this one. The eyes are kind of empty, nose looks kind of stiff. I get it that it's simplified, but I don't like the design. Mouth is kind of weird. Low C tier. Low C tier. Maybe high D tier. Next we have emoji with no mouth. I have no mouth and I must scream. Uh, you know, when a design is this simple, like there's nothing you can do wrong. It's, just a emoji with no mouth. He's just vibing, solid A tier because you cannot mess it up. This is the design you cannot mess up. Next, the neutral face. This is definitely neutral. I can say that. No emotion. Really nice, strong line mouth. Normal eyes. Solid A tier. Next, we have expressionless. Sorry, but this is an expression. This is an expression the Undertale character always has. The main Undertale character. Um, while not being expressionless, the expression it does have is fine, alright. It's like, man, this guy is doing this stuff again. I'm tired of this face. Or I cannot believe this is happening again. You know the face. You know what face this is. If you look at it from that point of view, it's solid A tier. Next we have grimacing, grimacing emoji. Mm, I'm not fan of emojis having teeth. Maybe it would be better, you know, fully filled, with white, not separating the teeth, but I can trust the designers on this one that it looks better with teeth actually. Uh, Definitely conveys the emotion really well. Everybody is going to know what you mean when you post this guy here. It's like awkward moment, you know. Uh, yeah, definitely good. It's not the best design. It's not the most attractive, cute design, but it is solid in what it's trying to convey, B tier. Next is rolling eyes. Rolling eyes. Human eyes again, but I guess I can understand why they used it. Kind of feel like you would be able to make this expression with eyebrows and just a eye, black eye, but okay. Uh, yeah, it's definitely not A tier, but the mouth is alright. It could be better. Low B tier, low B tier. Next on is, I think, surprised face. Hushed. What the hell is hushed? I dead as don't know half of these like emotion names or whatever the hell these emojis are called. Like, well, it's a hushed face, man. Like, what can I say? So I don't know what emotion is it supposed to convey, but I can judge it based on aesthetics. It doesn't look the best. Like, you could have these three dots here, the classic bowling ball looking face. Uh, the eyebrows look kind of weird, I guess. He looks more surprised than hushed, whatever that means. Low C tier, low C tier. Nothing special about this one. Next one is sad emoji, frowning. Like, who's making up these names, man? Whatever. This guy is frowning. Uh, he looks really cute. Cute eyes, cute mouth, really close together, making it look even cuter and, more passive, more sad. Solid A tier. Next we have anguished. Doesn't look anguished to me, but okay. Uh, it looks basically the same as the one before, but the eyebrows just make it look worse. B tier. Next we have open mouth. It's like I'm surprised about something. Wow. It's not special, nothing special. It's the bowling ball face. Uh, B tier, B tier. Oops, normal B tier. Next on open mouth with teeth. Not sure if the teeth make it look better or worse. I guess it would be a situational pick. I'm gonna put it in the same level as the one before, B tier. Next, sleeping emoji. Uh, you pretty sure this emoji would look worse with a closed mouth. Cannot have it neutral, cannot have it frowning down or frowning upside down, unless want to represent happy or sad dreams. This is a nice neutral sleeping face. Maybe the Z's could be placed better, to make it look like they're coming out of his mouth or something, or make them contrast better with the background and the emoji itself. It's not A tier, but it's solid B tier. Whoops. Next one we have drooling face. Mm, he's definitely drooling, all right. The drool looks all right. Maybe I would have it pulling down at the middle under him. Eyes are good, He's definitely imagining some really good food. Uh, yeah, the design is good. A tier. Next we have Sleepy. I would definitely not think this guy is sleepy, guys. Doesn't look sleepy to me. He looks like more like he's spitting or like crying sideways or something. Uh, this not a good design. It's like when would you use this? Eyebrows are weird. He's kind of sad, but he's like like ugly sad, not cute sad. Uh, yeah, it's kind of ugly. Low C tier. Next we have Dizzy Face. Again, like this guy is not dizzy, guys. Like whoever is naming these emojis at the main company of Discord, like this is not dizzy. There should be stars around him, wiggly eyes. That like this guy, this guy looks more dizzy than this guy. This guy looks, dead, like a corpse. Uh, you know, it's like the X's always represent someone being dead. But because they wanted him to be dizzy, they made him like open his mouth, and now he's like, I'm like screaming or like opening my mouth because I'm so dizzy. But because of the crossed eyes, he doesn't look dizzy, which means this is like two designs meshed into each other, and it just doesn't look good. This is another D tier, just bad design combination, just bad design. Well, it's not disturbing, I guess. Low C tier then, low C tier. Okay. Next we have the spiraling eyes emoji, the actual confused guy, the actual dizzy guy. Yeah, this is the actual dizzy emoji. Um, the wavy face is not best. Uh, this guy had a better wavy face, although this is more of a uvu design, where this is a wave design, but it tapers off at the ends. I think it would be better if the curve was more pronounced and had only one bump in the middle and not these half bumps at the side. They look kind of weird. The spiraling eyes could also maybe be shorter, shorter spirals. It's not the best design, C tier. Zipper mouth. It's an alright emoji, I guess. The zipper has a lot of detail, and they conveyed it well enough. The eyes are cute, normal. Conveys what it needs to do, but it's nothing special, B tier. Now we have a doozy, a woozy face, It's he does look woozy. It conveys the emotion really well, definitely. Mm, it's wonky, but it's supposed to be wonky. Uh, it's not my favorite, but I can recognize that it does have a good design. I'm gonna put it in. It doesn't get A tier, but it gets B tier. Next we have nauseated. Nauseated emoji definitely does look nauseated. Green color complements his cheeks, mouth, and eyes really well. Uh, I have not used this one. I haven't really seen this one being used, but definitely looks like A tier to me. Next we have vomiting. Vomiting. Um, yeah, yeah, you're just classic green vomit. Eyes really convey, that he's vomiting. Same with the mouth. Good design, solid design. Usually you'd use this one instead of the nauseated one, but you can use both of them basically. They're both good. Next one we have this sneezing guy. Uh, Honestly, would not be able to tell that he's sneezing. The 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 tissue is just kinda there. It is not really that dynamic. The mouth is too thin for my liking. But I guess I can see why they positioned it in this way. Eyes are fine, I guess. They could be better, maybe. There's something off about this guy. C tier. It's not an abomination, but I guess, if you're sneezing, you could use this guy. Next, we have the mask. Uh, just an emoji with a mask. Everyone is able to tell what it is, especially after coronavirus. Uh, it's not the best design. Eyes are fine, alright. Eyes are alright, I guess. Mask maybe could have a better design, but yeah, it's a solid design. Nothing special. B tier. Next one we have taking temperature guy, thermometer guy. He looks kind of sad, It's like, oh, I'm sick. I have a headache. You know, schweren Kopf. Uh, the mouth is the mouth is fine. It looks like he's holding the thermometer. Eyebrows are good. Eyes are good. It's not the best design, but solid B tier. Next we have a head bandage guy. This one looks good. Bandages look good. Eyes look good. Mouth looks good. Nice cute face. Solid A tier. Definitely conveys the sense of head injury. Next, Money Mouth face. Money Mouth face. This guy. Haven't really seen this guy being used. I guess it's fine if you want to convey how much you like money. Maybe I would have, you know, having dollars instead of eyes is a classic staple, but having dollars on your tongue is kind of innovative. But I'm not sure if I like it. Maybe the eyes would suffice, and you would be better off using a better mouth. Um, Not sure which one, but I feel like this one could be improved. Um, Definitely not A tier. Maybe B tier. Maybe C tier. Gonna put it into low B. Low B. Next one we have Cowboy. Classic Cowboy guy. Cowboy. It's a good design. The hat is shaded, uh, which is kind of new. No other emoji is shaded basically, so it makes it look kind of like out of place maybe. I mean, it fits well. It's not like it's horrible. It's all right. Um, Maybe if the head was better somehow. Yeah, I would place it in A tier if the head was better. In some ways it looks kind of weird. Off place. But otherwise it looks all right, and the head being shaded, isn't actually that bad. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Next we have the classic disguised face. Solid 30s humor moment. Uh, the design is really good. Everybody can see that it's the classic fake glasses, fake nose, and fake mustache. Uh, it does have a lot of detail, unlike the other emojis, which means it can look a bit chaotic, but they managed it pretty well. You're not overwhelmed, and you need the detail to convey that it's actually the fake disguise. It is not my favorite emoji, but it definitely does have a good design. A tier. Here's another one out of my favorite emojis, the smiling imp. Uh, More like the devil, but okay. Uh, this is a solid classic devious slick meme tier emoji. Uh, I put it, it really makes jokes way better. It makes the punchlines hit hard. Uh, this emoji can be used for a really good comedic effect. And the design is really good, the classic horns, the classic purple to make it seem otherworldly, devilish. His smile, he's like a mischievous guy. And his eyes, eyebrows are inside of his eyes. He's like angry, mischievous. This is the essence of mischievousness. Uh, it's just an incredible design, really good comedic uses, really good meme uses, just really solid design, solid S tier. I use this guy as the ending for one of my jokes. One guy was talking about how a unit in a strategy game does a fuck ton of damage, and I was like, I did a fuck ton of damage to her mom's bed last night, and I ended it with this emoji. Uh, a really good joke. It would have been way worse without this emoji. This emoji adds so much character to any punchline you throw at your guys. It's like mischievous. So it says that it's a joke, which makes the joke twice as funnier. Now, next we have Simple Imp, the Simple Imp, and I'm honestly disappointed. Compared to the peak comedy material we had before, we have this horrible abomination. The eyebrows are too thick, he looks kind of grumpy, angry, he has none of the character the previous emoji has. Honestly, after reaching the peak, I am really disappointed about this emoji. Maybe if he was alone, I would put him in C tier, but or D tier maybe, but because his brother is just way better, I'm just putting it straight into F tier, man. The eyebrows are just too thick. The eyebrows are just too thick, and it's a disappointment. Such a disappointment. They had such a good emoji here, so I have to put his brother down into F tier. Next, we have a little bit of Japanese culture. We have the Japanese ogre. Um, the classic oni, Japanese oni. They have a lot of detail, kind of too crowded to see what is actually going on. Maybe I would have the mouth have less teeth and pronounce more the main tasks. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Nothing special, but it's good B tier. Next, we have the Japanese mask, the Japanese goblin. Uh, Looks more like a mask than a goblin, but alright. Looks good. The nose is good. Unlike in Pinocchio, these masks are supposed to have these noses. The eyes, yeah, they are human eyes, but it's a mask. It's supposed to, represent the painted eyes, the painted human eyes. Uh, the eyebrows, you know how I don't like thick eyebrows. Well, it does fit on this emoji because it's a mask. It just fits well. It's a solid, solid tier, A tier, solid design. Next we have clown, the clown emoji. Mm, really good when you want to clown on somebody. When he somebody does a hot take, you pull out this guy, and it absolutely destroys his argument when you reply with this dude. But the design itself it's not the best design. He does have the red nose, the classic Simpson green hair, the blush. Uh, I don't know. I feel like it could feel more clowny, more colorful maybe. Kind of looks like a balding clown. It's definitely solid, but I feel like it could be better, beatier. Next we have the poop emoji. I have not seen this one being used honestly. People usually use clown emojis or something else. The design itself, it's all right, I guess. Using human eyes is good in this case because using just these blackish, brownish, dark eyes would not have good enough contrast with the poop color. The open mouth with a tongue, it's fine, I guess. It's nothing special, It's a poop, but it's a B tier, I guess. It's B tier. It's fine. Next we have Ghost. Uh, Honestly, I feel like they could have been better. The classic Napster block design, the sheet over a sphere. Sorry. Having a more simple design would be better. Uh, just pull out a classic emoji and just put a bed sheet over him. That would look way better than this abomination. He has like a human eye inside of his eye, a sand eye, then a black eye. He's kind of asymmetric. He has arms. His mouth is weirdly shaped. It just doesn't look good, guys. I'm disappointed. It's bad. It doesn't look good. It's F tier. It's really F tier. They could have done. They could have made a way better ghost. Next we have the skull, the human skull, or an emoji skull. Depends on your interpretation. It does says here that it's a skull or a skeleton. So maybe it's like a full skeleton of an emoji. Either way, it's a solid design. They really simplified the human skull into a really recognizable shape. Everybody knows what this is. It's also one of my favorite emojis. It's a classic I forgot emoji. Really good design, solid S tier. Humans just love skulls. Next we have skulls with crossbones. This is kind of bad, honestly. Again, the disappointment, looks way worse than the previous emoji. Uh, Not sure why would you would ever use this one instead of the skull one. The crossbones just don't look good, even though you can tell what they are at least. It's just C tier. It's not an abomination, but it's nothing special. Next we have the alien, the Area 51 alien. Um, yeah, it's a solid design. They really conveyed his essence. It's nothing special, I'm not gonna be jumping over the table over this guy. I haven't seen him being used, but when you're talking about aliens, you can pull out this guy and use him to quite great effect. Great effect. It's a good design. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna put him in A tier. It's a good design. Really good mouth, good eyes, good head shape. Next we have the alien from Alien Invaders from the classic arcade game, and this is kind of bad. The contrast is really bad with the background. Uh, Maybe it would be better in light mode, but like light mode and dark mode are supposed to be made in such a way that you can recognize those emojis, in the same way. Maybe it should probably have a better color or use the classic iconic green color. Mm, um, like look at this imp guy. Imp is also purple, but he's way more visible. So either use a lighter purple or a green color, darker green color. Otherwise, the design, I mean, it's just a Space Invader, nothing extra. Haven't really seen this guy being used. Like, there's nothing special about him. It's not like he's bad. It's just a Space Invader. It's just a reference. Gonna put him in C tier. Next, we have Robot. Uh, kind of a bad design, honestly. I feel like you could go more into the grays than this toy robot aesthetic. Hmm, maybe have an antenna or something instead of these weird orange caps. Uh, the mouth looks good, but again, I think it would look better on a more dome-shaped gray robot. Uh, red eyes are fine, I guess. Although, you know, it's just a color, it doesn't matter. It's not nothing special, you know. It's I'm kind of I think like more could be done with this guy, C tier. Pumpkin, pumpkin head. Looks alright, Definitely a classic pumpkin. Definitely gonna be a lot of using this guy a lot during Halloween. Uh, he does have a nice smile, nice oval-shaped eyes, classic triangle nose, solid pumpkin conversion. A tier. Then we have the cat series. The cat series. Hmm. Honestly, really like cats. They are really cute, and these guys do a real disservice to cats. They all look ugly, not gonna lie. These teeth look weird. The nose is fine, I guess. The head shape, they have like more pronounced cheeks, but it just makes their head shape look weird. The ears could be better also. I think the main problem really is the mouth. The teeth are just kind of disturbing. Just not a good design. I have to put it in like E tier. It's kind of abominable, honestly. Next, we have this cat. See, this guy looks way better when he doesn't have teeth. Like, I would deadass put this guy, he looks mischievous, kind of angry, kind of like, ha, I beat you, I'm better than you. This is good B tier, good B tier. Next, we have Smooching Cat. This is kind of an abomination. I'm gonna put it in F tier. Ghost Cat. This one pains me a lot because it's the classic Scream Cat, you know, an imitation of the best emoji there is. Just the fact that it uses the design principles from the first one is pulling it up really high, but the cat ears just kind of look weird. It's B tier. It's just a B tier. The cat design is holding it back. Then we have Sad Cat. Uh, doesn't look really good. It doesn't show its mouth, so it's better than these guys, but it's nothing special, D tier. Same with this guy. And that's everything. I rated all of the classic emojis from Discord. If you guys want to see me rate other emojis from the Discord emoji list, just comment and tell me which list you would want me to rate. Anyways, like, subscribe, and uh, I guess get excited for next video. Bye.